Whoa. Okay, so I'm just trying to do some settings here. Just trying to make sure everything is working properly. I'm trying out this Streamlabs stuff. Let's see here. Hmm. Well, well, well. So I don't know how this is actually transpiring. Or where to share the link at. But I think I'm just gonna chill, get everything set up, get this all out. See out. Meh. Okay. Interesting. Let us see. What should we do? Look. Hmm. Cat work in this. Should have talked to Eternal Echoes. That. Open a web browser. Oh. Okay, well I think this is up and running. Just pick something to do and do it and see what happens. There we go.
Warp drive active.
Hmm. Drive dashboard. Let's move in.
Warp drive active.
Okay. Cool, cool. Oh, well. Doesn't seem like much is actually going on with this. Turn that on. The orbiting champion. So all the tests seem to be going okay. I can't figure out the YouTube part of it though. I'm used to streaming through YouTube and not on the Streamlabs, so I'm not 100% sure what's going on there. But I think I have the chat up. All in all, I think it's going relatively okay. Doing a couple of missions, hanging out. Check the Discord, see if anybody's up to anything. See anything good there? Change our distance. I want to do 13. Hello. So I take it this is working then. Trying out Streamlabs for the first time. Eternal Echoes uses it, and together we soloed, and so I installed it, and I was like, I need to get all these settings set up and everything, and it works quite differently than what I'm used to. But you are here, so At least that lets me know that somebody is able to see it. Hey, how's it going? Yeah, I normally don't stream in the middle of the week. I normally stream on Saturdays if I'm going to stream, but last weekend I was sick, and like I was saying earlier, I got this Streamlabs all installed and set up, so I was kind of doing some tests around with that to see how it is, and if it's working okay. So far, it seems to be okay, I guess. This is a normal server. I'm not going to stream on the test server because I don't know what I am allowed and not allowed to show. Well, I do know what I'm allowed and not allowed to show. A lot of it I'm not allowed to show, so I don't want to accidentally show anything on the test server. So this is my live account. Alejandro, yes. Greetings from Chile. I came from several missions with my friend, and I have been seeing that the NPCs are pushed to the middle if they get too far. Yes, that is correct. If they break that 250 marker now, since the update, they will warp back to their starting positions. It's actually really good if you're using something like the Oracle or anything with the long-range cannons, because you can basically sit back there and they're forced to start back over and come back at you. It lets you dictate that range a lot better. However, for things like drone boats, that can be a nightmare. They constantly resetting like that, it's going to make for troublesome times. So, a blessing and a curse depending on what you're flying. You... Yeah, I'm just kind of chilling out here, testing out the settings for Streamlabs, seeing what's going on. So, if you guys want to see anything in specific, let me know. I'll see if I can try it out. Right now, I'm just kind of chilling in my Phantasm. Got 627 DPS. It's moving at 1,391 whenever it can. If I activate the damage boost on here, the damage does go up to 814. Just have to remember to actually do it. Let's lock up some of the littler ships first. We'll get rid of them. Heal up a bit. All right. So what do you think about those ships orbiting out? Like it or do you hate it? And condor. Okay. Take out this Moa next just because I don't like the way he's looking at me. Yeah, I know. Left the shield booster running. Got mad at me. Ah, you fly the drone boats. Yeah, that would be very annoying in the drone boats. So what do you do to counteract that? Do you just pick a new target and start going after that, or sit back and wait for it to come back into range? Some of those ships waiting for them to come into range can take forever. One day invite us to a fleet. We are a Nightmare, a Macarial, and a Balgorn, so that we can go do a T10. They're the ones that farm. Dang! You guys got the big ships. I have played around with those on the test server, but I am not rich enough to actually afford one of those myself. One day, I really want to get that Balgorn. I like it. I also do like the, what is it, the Scorpion? No, it's not a Scorpion. It's based off of the Scorpion. That one was really fun too. I can't remember the name off the top of my head. That's the Scorpion hull. Actually, just look. But the Balgorn was insane. Battleships. Rattlesnake. Got it. Yeah, that's because they went from a bug to a reptile. Well, arachnid to a reptile? I don't think they're classified as. Nature's weird. Yeah, thank you, rattlesnake. Yeah, when I was playing around with that rattlesnake, I was like, oh man, those missiles and drones, they did some fun stuff. Really liked the Balgorn too. The Macarial is just disgusting. That thing is awesome. I haven't done a video on it yet though. And the Nightmare is not what I expected it to be. I actually flew a Nightmare in EVE Online. And EVE Online, it was a damaging powerhouse. And here it still can do a lot of damage, but it was weird compared to the other ships. I like the speed that it has. The tank on it can be pretty amazing. But I just don't know what I want to do with it. If I want to fight mid-range or long-range with it. Mid-range seems kind of, I don't know, it just seems kind of weird. I think that ship's much better in a group environment. Where the other ones would obviously be good in a group environment, but they can be very good soloing as well. Nightmare I had a little bit of issues wrapping my head around. You guys had to use the Nightmare solo. How would you fit it? Would you fit it for long range, or would you fit it for a short range brawler? Because when I looked at it, I was like, well, this can be great for long range, so I did the long range fit on it and figured all the damage that it would take, the ancillary damage on the T10s and whatnot. It has a pretty good tank to deal with that. Do we have anything fun? Okay. Oh, can't get any books out of any of these. How's it going, Sultan? Yeah, I know it's hard to trust people in this game, but I think it would be fun too. And what are you gonna do? Sometimes you do have to trust people. I don't do a lot of stuff with everybody, but I would definitely like to start. I have a very weird schedule. Work a full-time job that I work an hour and a half away from. Then I have to come back and I try to make a video So that puts me in a weird spot for getting together with people and grouping. I spend a majority of my time working and then coming here and trying to make a video on the test server, so I'm not actually making any money. Do you think they will add the Marauder, as I loved my Paladin? I hope they add the Marauders. The Marauders were fun. I don't trust no one. Psh, trust me, I know it. I think every time I get into a group, I get shot. Yeah. I mean, even when I group with my friends, I mean, they'll stop shooting me and stuff like that.
Warp drive active.
Every single time I get shot. Can't trust no one in Eve. But yeah, I'm really just trying to test out these Streamlabs settings. It's kind of weird because I'm used to actually streaming straight through YouTube, and I don't have my YouTube panel here. It's saying like I wasn't streaming, so I wasn't sure if it actually went live or not. All very, very new and very weird to me. But it has a lot more things. And right now I'm just using the free version of it, but I may upgrade to the pay version if it turns out to be so well. I have like... I flew with... Didn't hardly shoot you. Hardly! Yes, you didn't hardly shoot me. Alejandro says, yes, it is difficult to trust this game, but for the same reason I would like to float. But only we do not put ill intention. I think we have a little bit of a translation problem there. Oh, I wasn't paying attention. Hey, what's going on? Montessor. Yeah, I'm trying streaming with this Streamlabs stuff. Both Eternal Echoes and Together We Solo use it, so I figured I would give it a shot and set it up. I didn't do my Saturday stream because I was sick. So I figured I would testing this stuff out and seeing how it works. I'm a little bit confused on it because it doesn't work like I was when I was streaming through YouTube, so I didn't actually know if I was live or not. Very weird. Apparently I am live though, so that is good. Trying to get used to all of these buttons. I've got all sorts of stuff in here. I can do things like... That's very loud and I don't know how to turn it down. I don't even know if you guys heard it though. But Streamlabs seems pretty cool. I don't know if the quality is coming in the same. I don't know if I still have those black bars on the top or the bottom of my screen either. It's another thing I want to look into because I play on a widescreen monitor, and basically it would always come in with, you know, black bars on the top and the bottom. A lot of people don't, you know, have the widescreen, so I guess it's displaying in 1080p. Oh, it finally posted. It was stuck in rendering hell for the longest time. That thing's awesome. I like that Abaddon. I liked the Mahler though, and to me it's just an upgraded version of the Mahler. I was doing T6s in my Mahler. Having fun, or Mahler, however you want to say it. I think Mahler sounds a little bit better in my opinion. Mahler makes it sound like a duck. Yeah, yeah. The thing is insane. And that's why I kind of wanted to go over and show everybody in the last part of that video. I was like, look, I don't have it sitting here saying it's cap stable right now, but it really is. And it has so much damage. Like, for that much tank and damage without being like a faction ship, it's just insane. I should probably use my actual stuff. I'm sitting here in this Phantasm. I'm not even really speed tanking because I didn't have my afterburner on. don't even think I had my shield hardener on for a little while. This goes to show you how easy these news missions actually are. What can you do and do a news mission? Oh, you can mess everything up and still be alright. Yeah, I think if you get a team of people and you have one of those things as one of your core ships taking damage, dude, I think it's gonna be scary. Thank you very much, Alejandro. Thanks for stopping by. I'll see you next time. Have fun. Good luck with your mission. How do I deal with webs in story missions? Well, I use my Oracle in story missions a majority of the time, and I never get webbed because they never get close to me. However, when I was using my Mahler doing T6s and things like that, you have to know the spawns. And what I mean by knowing your spawns is before you kill your last ship, you actually need to set it up. So you're away from the center of the spawn point, and then fly away. Or warp out and warp back in if you're not comfortable with that. And a lot of the ships with webs will chase you down, so you can stay farther out and you can deal with those guys in one cluster. And then after you've taken them out, then you can move in and start taking out the other ships. I actually have a video on my channel where I did a tier 6 mission in the Mahler. It's actually posted on there, so if you're looking for an example on how to do that, it's there. And that is after the patch too, so the ships did have their upgrades and their scrams and all of that. Forget which mission I did. I think it was a tier 6 Caldari one. Patriotism, maybe? Hey. Oh yeah, I still have mine. I don't know if it's fully fitted. I normally like to keep them fully fitted, but I think I may have stripped it down because I did lose a couple of ships since then, so I think I stole some things from it. I haven't been in it in quite some time, but yeah, I played around with... Oh, sorry. I keep hitting my microphone. I played around with the Omen, Navy issue, and the Mahler, and I just fell in love with the Mahler. I actually can't wait for the tier 10 version of the Mahler. That thing is disgusting looking. It's flat out disgusting. Where is it? I haven't actually even done a video on this. It is on my list of ones to do. Now we have another wave spawning. This thing, the Mahler Interdictor. You got time? Check that out. That thing is basically take a Mahler, add a ton of damage. And also the ability to interdict stuff. What am I doing here? We are going to focus fire you. Yeah, it's a Mahler on steroids. It really is. That thing is insane. Yeah, that video, I did that mission, I think, 3 times before I actually put that video out. Because I wanted to practice with it and make sure. It's really all about knowing what you're doing. Like I said in the video, I think you could actually do that mission with an Omen as well, but it'd be a lot more risky. You'd have to be on your A game. Yeah, I can... I just like pressing buttons sometimes, so if you see me pressing random things, it's because I got happy. Oh, and thank you, by the way, for saying my video is awesome. I really do appreciate it. I will start doing more storyline missions soon. I just don't know what ship I want to actually do them in yet. If I continue doing them in the Oracle, doing storyline missions in the Oracle is real boring for a lot of people to watch, and just a regular YouTube video. Streaming wise, it's a lot more fun because you can chat and talk, but just doing it in the Oracle is just like, okay, I'm gonna sit back here and pew, pew, pew. Yep, gotta fire on this ship now. Pew, pew, pew. And I've done a plenty of those videos, so I think people are getting tired of it. I think the T6 stories are harder than the T8s because of all of the frigates and destroyers. Well, that's interesting. That actually does put an interesting spin on things, because the T6 are meant to be done in smaller ships. Face tanks. I love face tanking, don't get me wrong. That is one of my favorite styles of play. That's why I'm excited about some of these battleships coming out. Now, mind you, Apocalypse is still my baby. Sitting back and doing the range thing, and that's gonna be what I do most of the time. But there's something to be said for that face tank style. I love it. It's so much more fun to get in there. More interactive, I should say, not more fun. There is something to be said about the kiting build. It's kind of fun to watch everything explode before it even gets near you. But why stick with one when you can do both? Yeah, very much so. Like, I still haven't got it brave enough to take this ship out and try a T6 in it yet, even though I know it can tank as good as the Mahler, and it has a speed tank too. The speed tank's not going to really save it versus a T6 if I do get swarmed. However, the oh crap button, if I have a bunch of frigates around me, I can always hit that. It's going to blow up my signature, but it gives me 83, 78, 83, 87, so if I know I'm gonna get hit, I have that. So this ship is pretty impressive. It can go from a speed tank to a resistance tank that quick. Click of a button. But I just haven't got enough balls out to take it out to do one of those. I cat everything but T9s. Those get the Brutix Brawler. You're talking about the Tier 9 news missions, I believe? I do my Tier 9 news missions actually in this ship when you are currently watching. Well, that was one thing I was actually looking at today. I hear a lot of people talking about the Cinnaball and saying that the Cinnaball is the most amazing badass ship in the entire face of the planet. So I kind of took a look at it on the test server, and it does get quite a bit of DPS. I can say that, but 4 high slots is not enough. Well, I don't know, because where do you draw the line is the whole thing between what a ship can and cannot do. For a ship that's able to actually put up this much tank with so little slots, like literally I have 1 defensive slot in, I don't know how to make it fair. You have a ship that can speed tank, and you want to also give it a ton of damage? Cinnaball has high DPS, but 2. Yeah, I played around with a fit with the Cinnaball, and I fit it just like this ship here. And I think it was sitting at 750 DPS with the same fit that I'm using here, and less of a tank. 20 million new Yas. The Gila is a more balance between DPS and tank. I have not played with the Gila yet, so that's something I'd have to try out. You tried them all, cool. Yeah, the Gila I would be very interested in, because I liked the, oh, we just said it in the middle, Rattlesnake so much whenever I played that ship. That ship was really fun to play. I wonder what its cruiser counterpart is like.
Warp drive active.
Yeah, the Cinnabol, I hear the Cinnabol is really good for doing missions, though. And that confuses me a little bit. I'd have to actually watch some videos on people doing it. The Gila has 55,000 effective hit points and 740 DPS. That 55k, is that all the time? Like, can it hold that tank for forever, or is it a burst tank?
Warp drive active.
And I would assume that DPS is that DPS all the time. Like, it's majority of its DPS from the drones. And what missiles do you use with the actual Gila? Are you using just the regular missile launchers, or are you using rapids with that? EM resistance rig and 2 red shields. Got it, got it. Regular medium missiles. Yep, makes sense.
Warp drive active.
So when you're doing that for your mid slots, are you using target painters or webs? Or a combination of both? I would imagine it has 3 mid slots, maybe? Nope, not paying attention. Yeah, I finally took off that auto fire thing because that was driving me crazy, always having to retarget my guns. Web Scram Nos. Oh yeah, the trifecta. The trifecta. That is probably the best. Gila is great, but takes ton of SP before it can be called a beast. You need both missiles and drones. Yes? Missiles. Medium missile, medium missile, medium missile. My missile skills for medium are okay. My drone. Medium drone. Advanced drone. Yeah, my drone skills are... Drone skills are lacking, but I got... My drone skills are bad. I started training up drones because initially when battlecruisers first came out, the first battlecruiser I actually bought was the Prophecy. So I jumped into that Prophecy. I started training my drone skills. I was using the Prophecy with missiles and drones as I was leveling it. And then I lost my Prophecy to a gate camp, and when that happened, that's when I decided to move over to lasers. I haven't turned back. So I do have a fair amount of missile skills and an okay amount. I went from a Caracal, a Navy issue Caracal, into the Prophecy, and then from the Prophecy I went into a Harbinger. So I actually don't have any small laser skills at all. 553 upgrade, and 540 drone. Whew. It's not bad. What am I training right now? Advanced scrap metal processing. Yes, I'm trying to clean out my inventory. It is horrible, and I want to crunch it all. So I've been training up scrap metal processing. Like, I just want to crunch everything and sell it. So where am I sitting at with that now? I'm at 5.4. My Phantasm is awesome. This thing here, I mean, you just see me doing the news missions in it, but basically whenever I'm at work on my breaks and everything, I can come in here and do news missions on my phone. And Just be happy. I don't ever really have to worry about anything. If I make a ton of mistakes, it's good. It can pretty much tank anything and speed tank. Well, I wouldn't say anything. Again, one of the things I want to start doing with it is taking it out and actually doing some harder content with it. You are 554, 553, and 554 drones. Ooh, you are going to love that Dominix when it comes out. Have you started training up your large drones? Because here's what I'm looking at right here, guys. Where is Skills? It's approximately 42 days for me until we get to Tech 9 and that stuff comes out. A little less than 1.5 months. It's going to be here before we know it. So I would start working on those skills if you haven't already. I am a slacker and decided to start working on other stuff instead of my battleship skills, so I am not heeding my own advice. It's gonna be here soon. Oh no, I'm webbed. Yeah, same here. I figured whenever Tier 9 first comes out, the first thing I'm going to jump into is the Oracle 2. 39 days for you, getting a Dominix. Heck yeah! Dominix is powerful. Fire. Yeah, but so far in this thing, I've actually done a bunch of the Tier 9 news missions as well. Some of those are, I would say, as hard as a storyline mission. Some of the lower tier ones, not the Tier 10s, obviously. If not harder. And it's able to do those just fine. So I don't see why it would have any issues, like even doing a Tier 8, as long as I am not stupid and let them spawn on 0 on me. That's the one thing that I'm really worried about, because that's how I lost my Harbinger. I knew better, and I still let them spawn 0 on me, and just poof, dead. And so I really don't want to do that with this ship. Just get a faction battleship. Yes, I'll pick one of those up. I'll use my Visa Black. I'll be picking up a Macarial before then, but I run 2 accounts. Yeah, if I could, you know, be smart and actually get into some dead spaces with people and get out there and start doing that, I might actually make some decent money to be able to do faction battleships, but yeah, I'm not smart. I stay out here in high sec for the most part. I dip my toes into low sec and null sec. I was a much braver boy when I was younger. Rattlesnake is almost 12 billion. Yeah. Yeah. That's a hefty price tag. Well, a lot of the people who are getting the faction battleships are able to actually do dead spaces. They can make a ton of money that way. And from what I hear, doing dead spaces compared to actually doing the T10s that much of the high sec people do makes just a crap ton more money. I run 2 tornadoes for easy mode. Yeah, that'll do it. Do you run 2 accounts? I'm gonna. Do you have 2 accounts or 3? I'm a little confused there. No ship can solo dead spaces. What level of dead space? Oh yeah, if I know correctly too, I think I was told with dead spaces you warp into the middle of the ships and then you have to get away. Even a rattlesnake can't solo a T7 one. Ouch. Two accounts. Got it. T10s make 300 million. Dead Space make 2 billion, so yeah. Yeah. That makes sense. Yeah, and I figure if you're doing the Dead Space, it's like if you're out there with your corporation, so it's not like you're doing it solo. You go out there with a group of people, bam, 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 wipe it out, no big deal, 2 billion in the account, and you guys kind of just split it up or have something kind of like, I imagine it being a lot like, World of Warcraft used to be with raid levels. Where like everybody wants a material, and you're like, well, you're first on the list because you've participated this much in the Dead Spaces and blah, blah, blah. I don't know. I just pretend I know what I'm talking about when it comes to those games. I have no clue. Ethan Garissa's dead are almost 6 and more. That's correct. First wave of level 3 Dead Space can be real spicy. Warping in right on top of them. Yeah. That would be the part that would scare me the most. Especially if you're in something that's very, very squishy, and it's your job to apply all the damage. It's like, oh, please, don't be on me. Yeah. They have me... No, they don't. Good. Yeah, with a lot of ships, whenever I come in and do these news missions, I'm all like, oh, you gotta focus on the smaller ships first. When I come in here with the Phantasm, I'm like, I don't care. I normally have auto orbit set. I just let it go. One of the things that I wanted to test out for the Streamlabs, though, doesn't seem to be working. I thought it would say when there's a new subscriber and everything like that, but it looks like I've gotten a couple of new subscribers and nothing happened. Didn't bring anything up, so... I guess that's... If it did bring it up, I didn't see it on my end. So, yeah. I'm gonna have to talk to Together We Solo and Eternal Echoes and find out how that works. It's more scary when you're in the Logi. I bet. Yeah, drama and alliance chat. That's one thing I don't want to be part of. I got enough drama with the work and the kids. I don't need to have drama in my video games. My video games should be for fun and getting very pissed off when someone blows me up in PvP. I have a Dark Souls moment, basically. Because internet spaceships, it's serious business. And even online we were in serious guild, and it seems like, or corporation, it seems like whenever you are in those corporations, it's 90% drama and 10% fun. So that's another reason I haven't been in a hurry to actually just jump out there. And then all of a sudden you're trying to choose sides, and I'm like, man, I don't know. Guess I'm gonna go with Captain Spiffy over here, because I do the most of the stuff with him. Captain Spork, he's also pretty cool. I don't know why you guys are fighting. Can't y'all just get along? But we want to do this and we hate that. You got the miners in the group are like, we just want to mine rocks and make ships. Yeah, drama. Oh, I can loot stuff. That would speed up my time if I actually looted when I was close. Oh, I'm not close enough. But I mean, if you do like that type of thing, I mean, reality TV was popular for a reason. That's more than reality TV. That's you literally being a part of the reality TV. I do have to say some of the stories are very entertaining when you have the espionage people who end up screwing over big corporations and stuff. That's fun to read about. Or watch videos on. People who take it seriously don't play, just spend time in Discord and talk. I mean, it's hard to run a corporation. I'm trying to think on what I wanted to say there. It's hard to run a corporation and manage all of those people if you're actually doing something. half the time, it's just a mess. And I don't even know what they're trying to accomplish. Me, it's like killing stuff. Like, the diplomats don't play at all. Never understood that part of it. If you're in a game to play the game, and then you become part of a guild or a corporation or whatever they call it, and then you're spending your time just managing people around, why not just go get a job as a middle manager and additional, what, 50 to 100,000 a year, depending on what middle managers actually get paid? Work that overtime, because I mean, you're basically doing the same thing there, except instead of spaceships, you're talking about spreadsheets. Well, I guess it's spreadsheets. Well, it's the same job. Waiting on the elite hair squad, like I am.
Warp drive active.
Oh, are they putting together a bad hair day squad in the Discord? Yeah, I would get more Bad Hair Day books and do that, but right now they're kind of expensive. Take a look at the Discord actually. Main chat. More kill mails. Bad Hair Day. Oh, rare encounters. Yeah, let's see. What do I have? And I've been sitting on for forever. Yeah, I need this elite hair squad. I need all of the rare missions. Yeah, look at them. All of those. Every single one has the rare mission you need. Mimitar. Oh, would you look at that? All the rare missions again. Amar, all the rare missions. Delente, all the rare missions, and I just got another super soft drink, so I just finished them. I did that earlier today. So I got almost all of them. Give me some free ones, but it seemed like they spawned more. It's like they lowered the spawn rate on those. I never get them. Ever. And I do a lot of news missions. I do a lot of news missions compared to your average streamer or content creator, because I do these. These are basically my bread and butter. I do the storyline missions on the weekends whenever I have time, but I'll sit here and pound out a couple of news missions here and there whenever I have free time. Last time I got rare missions was more than 2 months ago. I just gave up and buy the stories. Yeah, I mean, I bought a bunch of the stories to get my money to actually purchase this Phantasm. And then after I got the Phantasm, that's when I kind of slowed down on stories. I was like, I don't really have anything that I want to purchase currently right now. And doing those story missions they take a long time to do, which I think they should. I'm glad they take a long time to do. But I've just wanted to kind of play casually, if you know what I mean. I don't want to be sitting there for an 8-hour stint and being like, oh, okay, I gotta slog through this battleship that's gonna take me 20 minutes to kill. Yeah, the stories have gone way up in price. Like, I don't want to buy them. I think Eternal was actually talking about that this morning. Well, morning for me. His stream, we were looking at them, they're over 50% of the net value that you get out of it. That's insane. Like, the only way to push those down is by not buying them, and I don't think people are gonna not buy them. So eventually, a Bad Hair Day, it's just gonna be better to sell the book whenever you get the book. What afterburner? I set buy orders for Business Magnate and Soldier's Way, like 20 of them. What afterburner am I using? A C-type? Centum C-type? Medium afterburner? And hey J-Ron, how's it going? The loot bounties are pretty good as well. Yeah, I mean, I do give you that. I understand, but I mean, once the price starts getting too high, it's like... It just hurts. It feels like, man, I could be making so much more money off of this, but... If you take the time, yeah. My loot just gets dumped. It's one of the reasons why I'm training up this, my scrap metal processing right now. Is because I literally just have... Where is it? This just gets filled with everything. I got 38 of these damn medium things, 33 of these large... I mean, I got tons of stuff that just sits in here that I never do anything with. Just robbed a corp. Well, awesome. Then you got that money for that prophecy you were asking me about earlier today. Make some decent pocket ISK by killing bots in my Kestrel. Make around 2 million each kill, but sometimes make like 10 million. I now have a 80 mil kill mark Kestrel. Nice, RGH. Very nice. My Kestrel died. And I'm probably going to get into another Kestrel for some events in the future for some PvP things. And I expect it to die again as well. $80 million kill marks in a Kestrel. That's really impressive. You got enough for a new Vexor Navy issue? But you like your Vexor Navy issues, so... How do you find bots now after the fleet auto-reject? The old-fashioned way. Fly spot to spot? Oh, yeah, I should press more buttons. Buttons are good. Yeah, I'm a bit disappointed. I thought the counter was gonna come up and do stuff whenever I got a new subscriber and everything, but that did not happen. So I guess I'm messing everything up. Also, too, it doesn't look like the most recent subscriber notification is changing either, which is weird. Streamlabs is confusing me. Hooray! Let's loot. It's really slowed down now, but some still accept. So again, I don't do much PvP. I guess you guys were sending bots invites and they were auto-accepting them? And so you could just fleet warp to them or something? Doctors are super slow. Broke my thumb a couple of minutes after Eternal ended his stream. Took hours to help. Like, really broke your thumb? That's crazy. And I'm not a big fan of doctors myself. The emergency rooms here take forever. You mostly kill players now. Got it. Bots used to accept fleet invites. Well, I guess they were setting it up that way so they didn't have to manually accept each and every one of them. Null gate camping are fun though. Bots, new players, whatever. Yeah, when I first started playing this game, I was in, I just upgraded to a regular Caracal. I think Caracal Trainer. No, I was in the Caracal Trainer. And I went out to some, I don't know, like 0.4 space. Something like that. I was looking for the tier 5 areas for encounters. I wanted to see if doing the tier 5 encounters was going to be faster than running the missions that I could run them. So I was out there actually doing those missions, and I ended up trying to join a group. Guy was like, hey, somebody want to group up? I was like, yeah, you know what, I'll give it a shot. Maybe it's different than EVE Online. Nope, I joined the group. He did about 2 waves with me. Then a bunch of buddies warped in, and I got blap-blapped. Thanks for stopping by, J-Ron. I'll see you next time. I didn't want it to get out to the bot user, so I never told anyone outside my group. It doesn't matter anymore. Yeah. Yeah, that's the best way to keep it silent. Don't tell anybody. I would randomly look for my bots when I went out. I would go out in my little PvP ships. And that's basically, I went out looking for miners is what I did. So my combat log here is just a bunch of ventures. Ventures! Don't look at my losses. Yeah, EVE Online. EVE Online can be very brutal. EVE Online, you can get ganked in high sec. Yeah. Basically, for a lot of the similar things they'll do here in low sec, where they'll get like a ton of ships together to just gank somebody and they'll take losses. They do the same thing in EVE Online, but in high sec. So if you're carrying something back in high sec that's just really super valuable, you may just have 100 people just dogpile you to try to kill you if that's what they're looking to do. We're 10 viewers here. We should do a T10 together while live stream. I don't know if I have time for a T10. I was just coming in to try to do some tests and everything. Normally I don't stream at all at this time. The combat log is so filled with Caracal and Omen trainers that it takes a minute and a half to scroll down before I start killing bots. Oh, that's funny. Were they all J-Ron? He's lost so many Omens. Yeah, Saturday I do my live stream where I pretty much stream all morning. I do agree with that. I like the fact that high sec is 100% safe too. I think that definitely helps out newer players feel at least like they can be safe somewhere. And for people like me who just want to run a quick mission or two on your lunch break, you don't have to worry about getting involved in a huge tangle. When the beta ended last year on this, I went back to EVE Online and it was a little much. Yeah, I hadn't played in forever too, and when I first started playing this again, I relaunched my account, and I was just looking at everything, and I'm like, I I don't even know what all this is. And I play Eve Echoes. I was like, I got lost in just all of the stuff. Yeah. Yeah, I think, especially for it being a mobile version of the game, having a completely safe area where people can just have their internet spaceships and blow up some things really quick is now, mind you, I think having a reason to go out and do PvP is also kind of needed too, to encourage it. You think Pickles is mad with you? What'd you do to him? Yeah, that was one of the things I noticed too. I didn't have my subscription active when I relaunched it. So like 90% of my stuff was locked up and I'm like, I don't really want to pay again just to experiment around with something that I'm probably not even going to play again seriously. Good. Nothing good. Hooray. Let's see here. Yeah, and those 24 hours when the low sec guns glitch, people just stop playing. Imagine high sec isn't that secure. Yeah. Yeah.
Warp drive active.
I thought about playing EVE Online, but being like 10 to 15 years behind most people sounds annoying to say the least. A little bit. You annoyed him for like 4 days straight? But you did get some good kills though. Well, I mean, take the bad with the good, I guess. I just remembered that I was going to make multiple alts just for I and have them all mine the same planets. Oh, planetary, got it. But completely forgot because I'm stupid. Yeah, I'll let you in on a little secret. I don't even do PI. Like, I think I have the skill. Yeah. I play some stuff at one point or another. But I can't even tell you when the last time was that I went to pick up anything or even changed it out. I'm very bad with my PI. I will probably never do a video on PI because I just completely ignore that aspect of the game. You do planetary, it pays for your Omega? Nice. Yeah, I hear you can make a lot of money with it, but I don't. A lot of times I'm just far away from where I'll set up those PIs and then I do a ton of warping around. And because basically what'll happen is, like, if I go out there and go, okay, I want to do sweet poison today. I'll go out and do sweet poison and then I'll be in that area, and instead of coming home right away, I'll just go to, you know, whatever the closest station, trade station is, and I'll hang out there and just do missions out there for a while. I just do it and sell the mats for some extra ISK every once in a while. It sucks as an alpha though, the most you can make is around 30 million. You're saying 30 million a day? This is 30 million a day. You might have my curiosity like peaked a little more. I know whenever I was putting my stuff down, I was getting like 100,000 ISK, if that. I was like, this is not worth it, and stopped. But I imagine you guys are talking about having somebody out there in nullsec with trained skills. 5.4 you can make, wow, but if you have it trained to 5.4 then you can make, I think, 150 mil a day? Like a day? 150 mil a day. $30 mil every full cargo. What does a full cargo entail? Again, I don't know much about this PI stuff. Takes about a week. Okay. An extra 130 mil a week for just picking up some stuff, though, is definitely 130, 150 million, whatever you said there isn't that bad. If you have the stuff being gathered, right stuff being gathered, etc. I did the math actually and found out that with 4 planets and 8 mining arrays, you can make about 200 mil a month. $200 mil a month? 50 mil a week. Those all required planets in nullsec though, right? My math is probably off since I did it a while ago. And that was mining plasmoid. Yeah, I should actually probably just do mining for plasmoids, because I use the heck out of some plasmoids. PI is actually really profitable right now. The station mats are very expensive. Oh. I didn't think about that. You're actually probably right. Well, you know you're right because you just gave me that information. Yeah, with the planetary update. Well, I don't have planetary skills anyway, so I'm happy for all you planetary guys though. Yeah, null planets. So with null planets, how do you guys make your income? Isn't it dangerous to fly back from null to high sec? Don't you get, like, as far as I'm aware, and here's what I choose to believe because it keeps me alive, every single choke point to null sec is gonna have a gate camp. That's just how I live my life, so I just automatically assume every single one has a gate camp. It's super lazy is too. I travel between null and high sec often anyways. I just have to click 3 buttons a day. So what, I mean, is there not a gate camp there? Are you using interceptors to get through? You're corpless once again. J-Ron, I thought you had your own corp. I know you were part of multiple different corps, but I thought you had your own. Not with a Covert Ops frigate. Got it. So the Covert Ops frigate is able to actually store all of that material in there? You travel at 3 AM just to be safe, though. Oh, hey, turn back around, Phantasm. You're getting way, way away from where we need to be. That's what happens when you turn auto orbit off. It got boring? Well, I just sit in the Eternal Echoes Corporation because, again, I don't really do much, so I enjoy the tax rate and help him earn a little extra ISK. I have the Alliance chat turned off right now because I don't want them to be talking about anything secretive and me being streaming and give away all their secrets. Since citadels are built in null and many ship factories are in null too, PI sells in null faster than high sec. Ah, that makes sense. My covert magnet has a cargo hold of 1,800 without rigs, so I can hold all my PI. And plus, Pickle was my only hope to save it. Save your corporation? If Pickle was your only hope to save your corporation, why did you annoy him so much? Most gate camps won't even catch a covered ops frigate if you're paying attention, but the good gate camps will get you. Mostly PI and nulls for people in null corps who occupy space. Got it. Yeah, you guys are really enlightening me about the null-sec lifestyle over here. My coalition actually just put up a citadel. I'm gonna start building ships there. Nice. I didn't know I was that annoying. Well, that's the part that I don't understand. It's because if what you're saying is true and you annoyed him that much, I would imagine there would get to a point where he would let you know that you were annoying him, and at that point it would be up to you to either stop it or continue. So I don't know the entire situation that you got into, but I certainly did not expect him to leave the pool. Got it. Null isn't too scary. You get used to it. Again, I was part of a nullsec corp and EVE Online, so I kind of know how it is. I know that the two games are very different, but I know how it was from there, and it was good because whenever I did that game, I actually had like real life friends. I had some roommates and stuff like that who played the game with me. So we all got together and basically played every single night, so we were able to go do content, and I knew I always had a group. He never said stop once. RGH, I can't afford more Omega for now, so I can only sell in high sec, but everyone in my coalition was buying ore and PI for 80% of Jita, so it's better to sell in high sec anyway. My corp was great, just kind of died about a month ago. Corp CEO disappeared. Yeah, same thing happened with me. I think for about 3 months I sat in a dead corp until Eternal actually made his, and then he was like, yeah, I'm just gonna have a low tax rate. If you're just looking for a place to chill and have a 1% tax rate, and you don't really need to have a lot of things, you're gonna be self-sufficient, he was like, come on and join. So I was like, heck yeah, I'll do that. My other corp I had was paying a 5% tax, and here I'm actually, because we're part of the alliance as well, if we do want to get together with the Discord and everything, I do have options to do group content, which is awesome. I'm basically left alone with the options to do group stuff. That's exactly where I wanted to be. Civ, do you like killing citadels? I have never killed a citadel, J-Ron. I haven't been to nullsec in since I flew a Condor. I have been to lowsec, but not nullsec. Nullsec isn't actually that dangerous if you have powerful allies. Exactly. Nullsec isn't that dangerous. However, it can be. Like, for example, if you're... Oh, sorry, I hit my mic again. If you're in a corporation and it's Thursday night and you're like, hey, this weekend I've got some free time and I don't normally have free time. I want to go out and get together and do some Dead Spaces. And then Corporation B and guy that you have in your alliance decided that they were going to, I don't know, kick each other in the dicks. And now there is a huge guild war in the time that you were planning on something, so you basically get to sit inside of a citadel for your entire weekend instead of do what you want to do. Second in command drop tax to 0% though. Oh. I'm 10%, perfectly happy with it. Well, yes, I mean, I'm perfectly happy with 10% as well, as long as I know my 10% isn't going to a dead account in a dead alliance. If I can just see all the money that I'm making going into an account that I know nobody's playing on and nobody can get the money out, it's a waste of ISK. I wouldn't mind a 20% tax rate as long as I know someone's going to get the benefits from it. And here, if Eternal was going to raise the taxes or said anything like that, I would be completely fine with that because I know he's going to be spending it on giving back to the community, giving out the frigates and everything that he actually does to help support other people in this game. Where if all the extra money that I'm making is literally going to an empty account, that's not cool with me. And our Corp CEO sold his account, and the person who bought it took 1.5 bill from the Corp wallet and took 4 bill worth of stuff from our Corp hangars. Well, I mean, he bought the account. That's still technically illegal to sell your account. Best I can say is report if they can find any type of proof. Then they may give that back to the actual corporation and put somebody else in charge of it. Still sucks though. Chiron says, I'm just trying to make a fleet of friends and go blow up a couple of citadels. Well, I think it's going to take a little bit more than a few people to blow up a citadel, especially if they have protection. It's actually one good way to make ISK. Make a corporation with 1% tax and pet the money. Let the money flow slow and nice. Yep. Yes, pay Turtle. I want that Daredevil. You want a Daredevil? Okay, let me see if I can try something here. Bear with me. Okay. Give me a second. I want to see if this works.
Warp drive active.
We're gonna take that ship back. Speaking of Daredevil, try this. We reported and nothing. We created another corp. Yeah, I don't know if they're going to be able to do much of an investigation on that. I mean, they have to find proof that it was actually stolen. That's hard to do, and certain things, but I mean, they may find out eventually. I only have ever the opportunity to kill a citadel with my coalition at war, which absolutely won by a mile, by the way. But I had to go 5 minutes before we got through their defenses. Ah, oh, that sucks. Spend all that time trying to blow one up. So this is my alt account. And it does not have a Daredevil, but I have my Dramiel on this account. And this guy here, he has been training solely into frigate skills. So, yeah. Let's take a look at his cannon skills. Small Cannon Operation 5, Advanced Small Cannon Operation 5. He's working on Expert Small Cannon Operation 5 as we speak. Small Cannon Upgrade 5, Advanced Small Cannon Upgrade 5, Expert Small Cannon Upgrade 4. Oh. Yeah. LD is my favorite. It basically it lets me, well, it was the one that I first discovered I could actually play it in widescreen on, and lets me play with a lot of the different settings, and seems to run everything more smoothly than my BlueStacks used to, and my other player. You know you can turn off the intro bidding in your game settings? I did not! RGH, do you want to be friends? Well, you might. Our ult has a higher tech level than my main. My ult has actually trained nothing but frigate skills, so it's got just all cannons, as you can see here. I have Frigate Command 5, Advanced Frigate Command 5, Expert Frigate Command 3. The other skills that you see on here are the ones that you get from the books. Navigation, I have Afterburner 5, Advanced Afterburner 3. So I haven't gone into Micro Warp Drive yet. I will eventually. Under Maintenance, I only have Shield Operation 5. I haven't started any other defenses. Armor Operation is 2. Haven't needed them. Defense upgrade, Frigate Defense upgrade 5, and Advanced is at 4. Electronics, Frigate Engineering 5, Advanced Frigate Engineering 3. Electronic Warfare 4. Targeting is in my queue to go to 5. So, yeah. Just training frigates. Yeah, I got an alt soul training frigates too. Yeah, it's fun. I figured that he's gonna be my little frigate PvP guy. An alt soul training frigates too. My main is trained into frigates. Frigates are so much fun. Yeah. What's your Discord name? That's a lot of frigate skills. Nice. Yes, that's all this alt is doing. He is gonna fly frigates and he is gonna do PvP once he's trained up. I am gonna eventually get him one of every single faction ship and have all of the faction frigates trained up and on this guy. And I literally want him to specialize in every single thing frigate. So he's going to have missiles, cannons, all of that stuff, but they're all frigates and he'll have every single one. I'll be able to have fun and do stuff with that. He can do missions, but I mean, his missions that he does are quite weak. Oh, bright map. But I'll show you my frigate. Yeah, pick that up. I don't think, yeah, I can't do hard with him yet. But yeah, my frigate has 426.68 DPS. Accuracy falloff is 10.22 km with an optimal range of 1.48. It has a Caldari Navy stasis webifier because he's not rich. Verkolakis small energy Nosferatu. And I actually pulled that one out of a crate. He's running an interruptive warp scrambler. A Corelli C-type small afterburner, the Gisty C-type small shield booster, and a Gistum C-type gyro stabilizer. My rigs need big upgrades here. Like I said, he doesn't have a lot of money. You know your skills are actually higher than the people who do PvP? Really? Huh. I did not. Now I do. Yeah, I have a Canon Collision Accelerator on here. Canon Burst Aerator. Both of those are 2, and then a Canon Collision Accelerator. Now, this is bad. I should have 2 Burst Aerators and 1 Accelerator on here. But I'm just going to change those out when I upgrade to the 3s. I have a Polycarbon Engine Housing 3 for Inertia Modifier. Auxiliary Thrusters 1. That needs a huge upgrade. And I have a Polycarbon Engine Housing 2 on here. So it can definitely use a lot of upgrades still. The rigs are a mess on this ship. But, hey. Well, the whole thing with the frigates and the stuff, like, for Together We Solo and stuff like that, they want us to go out. And here's the problem that I'm having. He wants us to go out with cruisers. And so I was going to bring my alt along. And I don't have cruiser skills. So when I was looking at my ships, I was like, okay, what can I do? Like, well, I have a Stabber Trader, but I don't have any skills for the Stabber Trader. Yeah, that Polycarbon engine housing, that thing's awesome. If you're going to be in a ship that's fast, whew, I love this rig is its favorite. I love this thing. So yeah, I don't showcase my ult too much. I think I've done 2 videos with my ult's progression. but I am definitely gonna with him. What corp do I have him? I think I have him in suck. Nope, he's in bitch. So, yeah. He is definitely going to be a PvPer. Yeah, TWS do low sec. No, yeah, I'm not gonna bring my faction frigate to that. I was thinking, get together with B8KD, or together we solo at some point for actually doing some, faction frigate warfare. We go out for people, but one of the things before I take the faction frigate out doing PvP is I want to make sure I have enough money saved up to where I can replace it for when I inevitably lose it. Till then, I'm just waiting to get to T8, and once I do get to T8, I'll grab me an interceptor with this guy. Set orbit. When? Hey, want to try my 80 kill mark Kestrel versus your Phantasm? But you can't fit webs. What? Can't fit webs? That's not fun. Webs are what make it work. So whenever I had the damage mod activated on this ship, it does get to 538 DPS. I don't think that's too bad for the Daredevil. It does some pretty cool things. Yeah, but this ship just flies without having those rigs. It's not able to even keep orbit. Like, I'm orbiting at 1 right now. At this speed, it still puts me out to 6 km. I actually have to slow down if I want to orbit closer. Which, I mean, I don't mind doing. I do it quite a bit. Normally I'll drop down to like 1,000. And we'll just approach him straight on. Okay, and I have to watch closely. What is going on? Approach, approach. Okay, now orbit. Whee! Interceptors are awesome. RGH ever gonna against a larger newt? Phantasm is faster than a Kestrel. 1,700 with an afterburner. Yeah, well, yeah, if you put a micro warp drive on this thing, it goes berserk. So I don't even bother using the micro warp drive. I put it on there for a little bit, but it's too much speed for me in the way that for the PvE that I do in it. Once I start doing PvP, that'll be different. Yeah, in a straight line, let's see, what does this ship do? And I don't even have all the afterburner skills yet. Go to navigation, yeah, 1,830. Try a medium micro warp drive? This thing would probably do 10 km a second. It would just be God. Did you guys see a Dremio? Nope. And too bad I don't have all my fittings on here, but now that's interesting. That's one thing I would like to look at. What is it if I could fit a medium micro warp drive on it? This thing. Oh, hold up. I'm actually gonna have to use my my shield here for a second. Okay, that's done. Okay. Now we're safe. I forgot what I was gonna look at. Oh yeah, the power grid. I want to take a look at the power grid on this ship. It's basically nothing. So I'm sitting at 79 power grid. I don't know if I would actually be able to fit without putting power grid rigs on here. A medium micro warp drive. Might be all I can fit. Alright, let's turn the speed back up. Go PvP, no. I got used to the bigger ships. Yeah, bigger ships, I mean, whenever I see like 1,003, 1,400 on the bigger ships, I'm like, damn, that thing's fast. Then I come over to this thing and I'm like, haha. This thing has get up and go. Like, if I zoom out, well, that's the one thing I don't like about LD Player. I have to press Control to zoom, and it doesn't like that command sometimes. You just got a little dot that spins in circles. Oh, it does. Whee! With the target painter, it looks funny. It's like a clock going backwards. Activate that. But yeah, I'm actually excited for this ship to get to the harder content, the tier 8 stuff, be able to do hard. I think it would just be able to circle those ships for days and not even have to worry about anything. Like, the speed tank on this is ridiculous. Let's actually orbit you. Focus fire. Activate that. And the whole thing is it's actually cap stable with running my shield booster too. So I can sit here as long as I got the Nosferatu on something. And it has, you know, speed tank and shield. It's good to go. Do you buy or build your faction ships? I buy mine because I am not a shipbuilder. However, Eternal Echoes is a ship builder. And most things, like if I needed another faction ship, I would probably go through him. I did not buy this one through. But I have a contact now. Oh, let's see here. Imagine how expensive the SOE ships are going to be when they come out. Yeah. Yeah. You're going to see billion-dollar frigates and 10 billion-isk cruisers and 80 billion-isk battleships. Do you just grind story missions to get all the ESC for faction ships? Well, that would be a lie if I said yes, but yes, in game I did that. However, I do purchase Plex from time to time. And what I mean by purchase Plex is usually I pay for my accounts. So I pay basically it's like the $15 a month for that. And then I'll usually purchase $10 worth of Plex every month on each account. And I put that into a savings. And then when the Plex hits really high numbers, I sell it off. So the answer is I am a little bit of a whale too. I wouldn't say like a super whale. I don't think $10 a month is whale status personally, but some people would say that that is whale status. 100 billion, yeah, yeah. I could definitely see that, and it's sad that I could actually see that. It's just some of the rates that people charge in this are ridiculous, and I don't understand it. I don't know how you would even go about regulating the market. It's hard to do. Yay. So yeah, this ship, for the content that it has available to it, even though it's a frigate, it can do all of it. There's pretty much nothing. I have never taken it in on a story mission, but I'm saying for all of the news missions, no matter the difficulty, it's just able to wreck them. I'll take this ship out and do the 2 million ISK story missions, and I finish them just as quickly as this one. It's the spinning circles of doom. All it does is spin in circles, spin in circles. You gotta bump those numbers up. Those are rookie numbers, rookie whale numbers. Yeah, I know. I've seen some games where people spend like $8,000 a month on stuff, and I'm like, yeah, I'm not. I never classified myself as a whale. I'm like, I think I'm more of a dolphin. I spend money, but it's not like I'm spending hundreds or thousands of dollars. But I do spend money regularly. I don't even know where this character's home base is. As you can see, it doesn't even know where its home base is. I just drop things off here and there whenever I play.
Warp drive active.
Some things in the EVE market make you realize, oh, so that's why they don't do it that way in real life. Yeah, yeah. Nope, I learned poop about this game that can help me or taught me about real life. Guppy here, 1.2 bill. Yep. Yeah, I don't mind spinning to support the game. Like I said, I don't use ISK for my Plex. I do it vice versa. I put real cash into the game, and I purchase, where is it? This Omega Dual bundle on both of my accounts every month, so that's 30 bucks right there. And then I spend $10 a month normally on each account to get Plex. However, I did just cash in all of my Plex to get that Phantasm last, and I haven't really done an update. So I spend about $30 on the accounts, to $15 a month, and $10 each, so 50 bucks a month what I spend on the game. Because I'm doing that with 2 accounts now. Before it was $25 a month. And I can't say I do it religiously. As you can see, I don't have any Plex on this account right now. I don't think I have any Plex. Yeah, I got no Plex on it currently. My spelling is always horrible. I'm gonna just Google everything and just translate it from Dutch. Just copy paste. I think a lot of people do that. I actually do something similar when people talk to me in other languages. On my comments, I'll go and translate what they said and then send what I think back. Probably the double translation means that whatever I'm sending back is most likely horrible, but it's the job done for the most part. Trying to see if he's got any of the rare missions. Nope. Got a lot of Amar missions because I don't ever go do Amar stuff with him. Far away. I am proud to say I've never spent a dime on Eve. I buy Omega by being good at the game. Hey, yeah, I mean, I love the fact that they are able to do that. So, I mean, I could go run a couple of, well, I guess Plex has gone up. I don't know what. But I could probably go run a couple of T10s and Plex out if I really wanted to. Oh, it's gone down. That's good. Yeah, sometimes it's hard speaking. Well, I think everyone who speaks English as a second language probably speaks it better than I do as a primary language. I tend to stumble over my words quite a bit. Run a Mar? Yeah, well, I would run a Mar. I mean, I wouldn't have any issues with running with the Mar. It's just that I started him out here and I didn't feel like flying out to more space. I probably will, but him being an alt account, I don't play him too often. Yeah, it hit that where it was almost getting to the 1 mil. I don't know if it ever spiked. Last I saw it was getting very close to the 1 mil marker. So I'm very happy to see that it actually came back down a little bit. I believe in EVE Online it peaked out at about 2 million, maybe more than 2 million. So I wouldn't expect this one to. Means a mega will cost 2 bill. Yeah. All right. Well, that was a fun look at my alt. Let's go back. Player 1. Yeah, 30k ISK. Seems like a joke now. Last time I played online was a few weeks ago and it was 2.3 mil. Yeah, so it is looks like that one stabilized and is staying around that 2 to 3 mil marker in between that area. You can make a whole lot more money in EVE Online though, much quicker. So that seems about right. You beginner catch up? Oh yeah, I didn't start on day 1. I thought I only started at I thought I started in week 2 though. I really start that far after launch? Okay. Sure, give me skill points. I'll take them. Yeah. Remember back in the day, whenever I was looking at my Kaldari Navy issue, and I'm like, man, it's gonna take me years to get into that ship. They want 62 million for it. Oh my goodness, what am I gonna do? Now I'm like 62 million. Pound that out in a mission or two. I got. Yeah, I do have my Condor Interceptor. I got my Hound. I have a Thrasher too that I bought. Never did anything with. A Caracal Trainer. Oh yeah, let's take a look at my Mahler. I want to see if did I strip its gear? I think I did. Oh yeah, stripped clean, bare bones. Still got his rigs though. Ah, semiconductor memory cells. Condor 2, Condor Interceptor. My poor Drake, I haven't brought that guy out in forever. My Oracle. My Harbinger is dead. Yeah, one of the things I'm excited for is the Oracle 2. The Oracle 2 is going to be fun. This build looks pretty familiar. Me and Eternal Echoes share builds, basically. I was running this C-type medium armor wrapper because the last time I was on my Oracle was right after I saw his video where he said that the large group armor wrappers weren't going to work anymore, and then he retracted that because he found out the information was incorrect, that they do work just fine. So I was sitting here with this and I'm like, what am I going to do? Because I always use the group armor wrappers and I never use that. So, put that back in. One of the things you can... Oh, let me have a look here at chat real quick. Fly the Drake. Okay, okay. Yeah, all the Tech 9 battlecruisers look pretty insane for the price. I agree. Let's see what's in my Drake. Can I bring my Drake? My Drake just does not have the same level of skills. Half the price of a battleship with 85% of the firepower. Yeah, one extra high and one extra low. It's gonna be amazing. Amazing. I can't wait to have that Oracle 2. What you look like? You are stripped as well. What are we gonna put on you? Put a Weber. Can't go wrong with a Weber. All of my good target painters are gone. Here, you can have a Mark 7 target painter. You could have 2. Too bad there is no drone assault battlecruiser. Yeah. Yeah, I would agree. Well, thank you for stopping by. I appreciate it. You have a wonderful evening. Alright, we got a Pith C-type ballistic control. We got a capacitor battery because that thing is needed. Medium shield booster? Sure, let's put that in there. All of my afterburners are being used. Hey, thank you. I'll see you in the next one. This is getting all of the leftover gear. What do we got? Oh, I got a Pith C-type adaptive hardener just chilling in here. Put that on. What is the range on this ship? 44. Ugh, that seems so low. But I mean, it does do 800 DPS. So, line there. What should I use here? I guess we do need some type of propulsion to move around with, right? This capacitor is only 4 minutes. Scary. Should we put a micro warp drive on it? Yeah. Capacitor's 1 minute. Yeah, to hit literally anything in your range. Yep. Okay, sure. Let's go do this. It's not the best of gears. We're gonna set orbit to 40. Yeah. Let's do it. My Drake, haven't taken you out. Now I could obviously replace I have C-type micro warp drives and afterburners. I just have to take them off of another ship, and for doing these news missions, I don't think it's going to matter too much, so that's why I didn't pull those off. Same thing with the target painters. I have better target painters, but again, I'm not too concerned about it. We're just having a little bit of fun here with the Drake. We're dusting it off and taking it out of the garage. Like every Sunday, you should always take your cars that you have parked in the garage with their nice wax jobs and just pull them out and drive them every Sunday so they don't collect rust and dust, and make sure all the parts are working. Hi, 30 FPS for 60. Well, I don't know. I should be running in 60, but I'm actually using Streamlabs. And Streamlabs, I don't know how to tell that. This was like my first stream ever with using the service, so I don't know what it's doing. Guidance computer would extend your range and application of damage. Okay, yeah, the guidance computer would probably be something good that we can put there. I don't know if we're going to need the micro warp drive. I guess it's only there if I want to collect some loot. So I could replace it with that. Did I just warp into zero? I'm so used to warping into zero. I don't think I want to do that with this ship. Hey, they got a Drake too! Let's set orbit. Okay. We're gonna focus fire that. Ow. Oh, missiles have a long fire time. Let's take a look and see what this thing's tank looks like. 47, 62, 68, 73, 42,426. Oh, okay. What does it get its bonuses off of? A battle cruiser command bonus, 4% shield resist per level. Let's activate that. And let's activate that and see what type of damage this thing does. 1,033. Oh. Well, looks like we're having issues. That is a medium shield booster, not a small. The ZX Universe. Well, hello. Okay. So then now that we've separated some range, I guess we're okay. Man, this thing does hit hard though. Let's turn that off. 5,400. Just feels like we just got super far away, even though we're not that far away. It's like there's nothing happening anymore. Hey, J-Ron, have a good night. Thank you for stopping by. I really appreciate it. Let me see. Yeah, I don't know how to tell what frames per second I'm at. See his notifications. I have no notifications. Orbit. Yeah, 5.2, 4.2 CPUs being used, 60 frames per second. There's this. Alright, so it does say over the course of the entire stream, I've had 0.9% dropped frames. So I have dropped a few frames here and there. And there goes my app. LC Breezy, hey, how's it going? You are live, Pristina's live, and you're live. Well, I'm going to be stopping here very soon. I was coming on, I've been trying to play around with these settings for Streamlabs, and it just... there's a bunch of things that I don't understand with the Streamlabs stuff, so I'm still a bit confused. I'm gonna have to get Eternal Echoes or somebody else to sit down with me and help me understand this stuff. I'm just used to... I'm not a big streamer, I just do my YouTube videos normally. So I was just using the YouTube stuff, and now using the Streamlabs. It's supposed to have pop-ups and everything, but the pop-ups aren't working. And yeah. And do you want to see your 80 kill mark Kestrel? I do. I am going to orbit you, and we're going to focus fire you. Use Omelet Arcade. Let me write that down. Okay. Yeah, for the Streamlabs, I actually just set up a business PayPal account, I think. Yeah, business PayPal account. So it can accept donations and whatnot. Omelet Arcade is better than those? Okay. Look at it. Because yeah, this Streamlabs is very confusing. And now it's probably just me, but it's very confusing to me. Let's activate that. Let's activate that. Let's start getting some shields back. Use that link. Okay. Will do. I'll check it out. Are you doing anything, Drake? Oh, yep, yep. Drake is doing stuff. No. I do have to say, I like the missiles and the explosions. But I just never use my Drake anymore. Ever since I stopped training into missiles. Yeah, this ship here was a gift to me from Eternal Echoes. I was doing my Oracle stuff, and he remembered that I had the missile skills, and one of the ships I was planning on picking up was the Drake to have fun with. And he actually made this ship for me, or purchased it for me. I don't know if he actually made it or bought it, but he got this ship for me. Thank you. Yeah, 490. It's pretty impressive. I'm 10 away from that 500 marker. When I first started doing all of this, I didn't expect to be this far into it already. It was crazy. And it wanted to see it. Okay. Body. Alright, let's go do it. Yeah, I used to fly the caracals and everything before I jumped into lasers and whatnot, so I actually had a bunch of missile skills still, so I wanted to test out the Drake because I actually, in EVE Online, I used the Drake as one of my primary PvP ships with a passive tank, and I would just light people up with missiles. It was really fun. So I wanted to check out what the Drake was like in this version of the game. Ooh. Fancy. See if I can see those kill markers on his ship. Stop, I don't want to bump you. Observe. Where does it have the kill markers on the ship? For this one? Or does it not show it on other people's? Am I just overlooking it? So I assume you're sending me the private chat message there. I don't know if you want me to open it up on stream or not. Normally I don't do any type of chat on... I try not to, unless it's for like giveaways and things like that. Oh, is this the markers here? No, I don't think so. Maybe. Well, what I can do is... Okay, I tell you what, why don't you send me a message in Discord if you are in the Discord? And I can look at that, because I don't want to release anything that you might be saying privately that you don't want exposed to the world. I'm thinking that this over here might be it. Can't actually see them, sadly. Ah, that sucks. Now you can show it. Okay, cool. Yeah, I was looking all around. I did not see them. I know I have some marks on some of my ships, and I was looking for them, and I'm like. So yeah, I mean, if you do have them on your screen, that kind of sucks though. I wish it did show it to everyone. That would be really cool. I can release it to the world. Yeah, if you go post it in Discord, and I'll take a look at it too, because that'd be cool. I really want to see the kill markers on this Kestrel. It's gonna be awesome. All right, I'm gonna go back into my mission and finish this up, and then I'm probably gonna get out of here for the night. Maybe I'll go get me a tier 3.
Warp drive active.
Tier 3 frigate or something like that and go out with you PvP in one day. Okay. Oh yeah, are you actually a part of our Discord already? Because if not, I can put the link in the channel as well. Here. There we go. What is this? It started so far away. Have some missiles. Oh no, my armor. Yeah, that is our Discord. It is with Together We Solo. He is the main owner of the Discord. There's Eternal Echoes in there and myself, as well as LC Breezy. And pretty much everybody who is in chat is part of that Discord at some point or another. Whether they're very active in there or just minorly active, it's where we go to talk to each other and try to plan things and do stuff. So there's actually a whole section in there for epic kill mails and all sorts of fun stuff. B8KD also goes in there. I know he does a lot of stuff with Together We Solo. What did I do? Can you finish killing that guy, please? Please? What is happening here? Okay, thank you. For some reason, it just would not target that ship. Blow up that guy next. I don't like the insurgent caracal. Yeah, I know, I tried to switch him over. I was hitting a focus fire and it just wouldn't come off the other ship. I thought I actually lost internet connection for a second, but it appears that that is not the case. Just, I don't know what type of hiccup that was. No, 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 I focus fired way too early. No, continue firing on the Blackbird. One more volley. There we go. Now we can move over. Yeah, this ship still has massive power issues. I want this Drake to do so much more than it actually can. Does anybody have a great Drake build? Like, I've been trying to make this ship something that can do, like, I have trouble. I was doing the tier 9s with this ship, and I was able to finish them, but I was having to warp out. So yeah, I have trouble with my Drake. I love my Drake, but I have trouble with it. This doesn't, I can't get it to have the cap that I need. Yeah, it really, really, really sucks. Like, it's bad. I think I'm gonna have to actually invest into some stupid expensive rigs on this. If I can get these up to 3s, maybe I'll be able to do some of the harder content with it. I don't know, I guess I'm just spoiled from Amar ships, but going from Amar ships to this ship and its cap being this bad. Like, I hate it. As far as cap goes. I really like the missiles. I like the damage that it can output and everything like that. That part's really cool. And I would think because it has the armor or shield resistance bonuses, that it would be a whole lot like the MOA. Just better. And it seems like the MOA can withstand its cap a whole lot better than this ship can. So, where I do like the Drake, I don't see how I can... Like, my Oracle I can do a tier 10 in. I don't see myself doing a tier 10 in this. I don't know. Why? Oh, because we're slowly listing away. We're not in range for these missiles anymore. Oh man. Okay. Yeah, this ship's cap is just hot garbage. Now I know I have a micro warp drive on it as well. I could probably take that off and get a little better out of it. But then I have to spend so much time picking up my loot. And for a news mission, I don't think a news mission should be that risky, this ship. And not that it was really risky, as long as I paid attention it would be okay, but with the other ships that I was flying today, I didn't have to pay attention. And this ship is supposed to be super tanky. I'm gonna figure out a way. One day I'm gonna figure out a fit for this ship that's gonna be great. The whole thing about its cap too is missiles don't take cap to fire. So I just don't understand. And it's not to say that I don't have decent skills either, because I could understand it if it was like hey, your skills just aren't good enough for this. I am going all over the place here. But my battle cruiser skills for this specific thing, energy, is good. I got battle cruiser engineering 4, advanced battle cruiser engineering 5, and expert battle cruiser engineering 3. It's not perfect, but it's not bad. It's not like I'm lacking in my engineering skills, which gives us capacitor. So that's what really hurts about this ship to me. It's like, I could understand it if I was lacking the skills, but I don't have much more skills that I can put in there to make this much better. So that makes prolonged battles with this ship very difficult. I don't know. Well, that they do. But I mean, also with the Harbinger, the regular Harbinger has a really good cap too, but again, it's an Amar ship. Amars tend to have better cap than the other ships because they have to make up for it for firing lasers, which drains all the cap in the entire world. That wasn't too bad. I would be much happier if this ship was at that with a large shield on there. If that was a large shield, and it was this bad of a cap, I could understand it because I wouldn't need to rep as many times. I was activating my cap. If I'm more diligent with activating that cap at the more correct times, it would be a bit better. But basically what I was saying is with my other ships that I was playing with this afternoon, or this evening, I could make a ton of mistakes and the ship was still doing great. It seems like with this ship, there's no room for error whatsoever. It's if you're going to fly it, you can still fly it and be effective in it, but you have to be on your A game. Like if you look away for a second and let something run a little bit too long, then you're going to be in trouble. And it's very, very unforgiving. Let's just put it that way. And so with the capped battery on here, I can't activate it, and that's basically what happened. I let my shield run a little too long, and we got pretty low, and I was able to activate the cap battery and pull back out of it. So it was able to do so, but if I was in a prolonged battle, and especially if I'm getting neuted, so basically if I wanted to take this into like a tier 8 mission, and I had some elites on me that were neuting me and everything like that, the cap on the ship can go away quite quickly, which makes me scared to try to take this out to try it in those missions. Mind you, I'm still going to do it. I just want to make sure I get the exact fit. This is one of the reasons why I do so many news missions too. I like testing out different stuff. First off, let's take that off there. We don't really need it. The ship doesn't need to move around all that much. Put on Ranger Large. What's this power grid? Not my drone. I don't care about my drone. 989. 793, huh? Put one of these on here for the time being. Okay, 141 gigajoules with activation, power grid. Might be able to fit a large one on there. Do I have a lower grade large? Public fleet. I'm at sheriff large shield. Mark 5, Lone Ranger medium, outlaw large. Can I put an outlaw large on? I can! Which means that I might not. That's 405 megawatts. And I went way too far. Not medium. $502. Ugh. Almost 100 more. I would have to put a power grid rig on there to get that on there. This boost for 676. How much did my 365? Sitting at 1 minute 27 seconds. 3 minutes and 2 seconds, so it cuts it by quite a bit. actually, where is what you were talking about? I mean, this would make it really difficult to pick up loot whatsoever in this ship. Is it the tracking computer? No. Missile guidance, yeah. Not 100. Remember your shield booster skills reduce the power grid usage. Ah, you are right. So I might be able to fit that in there. You know what? We can actually test. Just have to take my large booster off of the other ship. It's C-type large shield boost. Looks like it's taking 502 megawatts even with my skills here. But we'll see. Alright, Drake, we're gonna find a way to make you work effectively. I mean, you're already pretty good, don't get me wrong, but just better using other ships. Alright. It's the medium. Where is Pith C-type large? Requires 502 power units, but only 427. Now, here's the whole thing. I don't think my shield skills are very high. Got shield operation 5 and advanced shield operation 3. Don't even have expert. Yeah, there's that capacitor need right there. No, not capacitor. I want power grid. Minus 10% power grid for expert. So yeah, I would have to be into expert in order to take advantage of that. Hey, Peter. Don't want to hurt the ship's feelings. I'm gonna make you work. Yeah, even armor. I haven't gotten into expert armor operation. I have been slacking on my defensive capabilities when it actually comes to training up these skills. My armor hardening I have at 5 because of that book, but I've never even trained in advanced armor hardening. I've been so lazy on that stuff. I'm like, I want weapons! So yeah, that's not helping. Oh, I didn't want to leave ship. Now I'm just a pod. Oh, I can't activate my pod skin though. Never done that. I don't. There. I don't know how to activate it. Market purchase. Oh, did I never actually read the book? Them's the breaks. You should get a faction battleship, then I kill with my Kestrel. Ah, yes. Well, if I get a faction battleship, right now I'm leaning towards whenever I do pick one up, it's going to be one of 2 different ones, and one of them I would have to respec to get all the skills for. So the one that's most likely that I'm going to actually get in is the Balgorn. And if I get into that ship, well, I don't think you're going to want to fight it. But it's going to be like a long time before I get into that ship, if I ever even do. For all I know, I'll change my mind by then. Okay, so what am I going to do here? How far off am I? 427. I'm not gonna be able to squeeze that in with my current skill levels. If I got the expert trained up, I would need to have a power grid rig to make that work. However, if that worked, that would be a shield boost amount of 914. That's a pretty sizable input. How about you fight me in a faction battleship, but you can't fit mids or lows? No! That would be the world's longest faction battleship kill. You would just be spinning around it, going pew, pew, pew. And it wouldn't be able to do anything. Nobody will say hello if you're in a Balcorn, surely. Yeah, Valgorns are tough ships. It's a tempting offer, I know. You're right. It is. It's amazing offer. I don't see how I would ever pass it up. Oh, let's put back in here. Yeah, I'm thinking I'm gonna have to play around with the rigs on this ship a little bit more. There's no way I'm gonna be able to get this thing capacitor stable. Like, I think even if I put okay. So if we do that, but then we can't slow down the smaller ships. I don't know if I like that. Those were smalls, weren't they? So it was able to get cap stable with smalls? Yeah, we're not going to be able to fit a large. This has no freaking power grid either. Imperial Navy medium. Don't underestimate me. I was built 40 minutes killing an omen. I believe it. I'm not going to underestimate you. Alright, so that would make it stable, and we can throw one web on here. What's the range on this? The range is nothing. But if it's stable, we don't really need to have the battery. Taking the capacitor battery off made it not stable. I thought cat batteries just gave you the injection. I'm gonna actually have to read that now. I really thought it was just the injection. Apparently it's giving me a passive cap as well. That's something I probably should have read a long time ago. Okay. Let's have a look here. Alright, so it's just a power requirement 67, capacitor increase of 626. So it gives you 626 gigajoules just all the time, and then gives you an extra 1002 whenever its injection is happening. Yeah, that's why I was trying to look to see if I could fit in the large NOS. Because if I could get a large NOS in there, it would make a little bit more sense, but still not. I don't understand how I'm going to be able to stay at 10 km. And why I would want to stay at 10 km. So staying at 10 km is going to leave me open to large torpedoes being shot into me, medium torpedoes, autocannons, snub-nosed railguns. It puts me in range to take full damage from all of that crap. So yeah, it's cap stable, but at what price? At what price? The large would put you at 18k amount, which you can drop off to 28k and get 50% effectiveness on. But there's just no way I can hit that 780 power grid. If I was having trouble hitting that 500 with the large shield booster, there's no way I'm going to hit that. I mean, I could try to put torpedoes on this ship. Yeah, batteries increase cap and recharge. Yes, they do. It's apparently very good. I literally thought for the longest time all they did was give you that injection. I didn't realize it was actually giving you more cap on top of that. And so they work a lot like the armor plates. They give you a flat amount of armor, and then they have the armor boost there. Yeah, sure, fit torps. Yeah, if I put the torpedoes on there, though, it's really not going to do anything to the smaller ships. And I still have to get within that range. Right now, it doesn't have an afterburner or a micro warp drive, so it's literally going to be chasing ships around going, "Get into my range!" Like the old man trying to get off my lawn. I don't think that's gonna work. I mean, on paper, this looks good. On paper, we have an 803 DPS with a stable capacitor, and we're going to be able to activate the shield hardener and the shield booster. Even though it's a medium, it's not going to give so much. It still is a C type, so it should be able to be active all the time. But the catch is, we have to be within 10.12 km of something in order for that to work. Yeah. Yeah, the torps thing was just a joke. I've tried to make torps work on different ships multiple times, and I'm like, I want them to work so bad, but it's probably a personal thing. There's probably guys out there who have torp ships that are like, yeah, this is amazing. But what I'm gonna have to do, since I do have access to the test server, I'll probably go in and take a look and see if I can put all those explosion rigs and stuff on a ship and see if I can make torps viable on something. I think, what is it? Not this ship, but the one before it, the toilet paper roll. Yeah, this thing. Okay. I think this thing here can make torpedoes work better than the rest of them. Because it has this, the torpedo explosion velocity reduction. Or increase. Or whatever. This, the explosion velocity, whatever, however that transpires, it makes torpedoes better. They apply their damage better. So I think if anything can make it work, it's going to be that. Christine Frog did a torpedo boat? Ah, cool. What did he use for the torpedo boat? I'll have to check it out. Yeah. Well, this ship was fun, but I'm going to go ahead and unfit it back again for now. Take all my precious modules back that I can use something else. Well, actually, you can keep your ballistic C-type I don't think I have any other missile ships at the moment, so that is all yours, buddy. You can have that on there as a memento. There you go. Here. That's all yours. Pristine Frog did a torpedo boat, was pretty good, and the Myrmia, I hate that ship's name. Take a look. Myrmidon. I completely passed ships. Is that a battle cruiser? This? Did a missile boat in this? This is a drone boat. It's only got 3 high slots. This does not make for a good missile boat. I mean, missiles and drones, yes, it would do very, very well. That's... So he was using torpedoes and drones. Okay. How much do torpedoes cost? Buy weapon slots, missile launchers. They cost 21 million a pop. I think I have some. I don't think I have enough. I think I actually have some torpedoes. Okay, so I don't have them there. So if I had medium torpedoes, where would they be? No, they're just Heaths. I don't have any C types. Oh, okay. Yeah, 21 million. That's cheap as dirt for those. But to play around with them, I think this thing has 7 slots, so I'd have to buy 7 of them just for an experiment. I don't think I'm going to do that. I think what I'll do is I'll experiment around with that on the test server. See if I can come up with something where it's going to cost me nothing. Yeah, these guys were expensive when I bought them. I wonder what the price of those guys are now. Probably not nearly as much. I think I was like 100 million a pop when I bought them. I was not happy about that. I bet you these have come down in price. Yeah, 46 million. Those have definitely come down in price. 88 million. They're down a little bit. He was on the test server. Hey, together we solo. And thanks for dropping by. Yeah, the medium missile launchers went way up in price. I remember when these bad boys were 150 million. these things right here, they're real good. See this 50 million price tag right now? If I were a thrifty shopper, I would say scoop up a bunch of these, because their price is probably going to skyrocket when those missile boats come out. And when the battleships come out, again, these things here, they're going to be worth a lot. People are going to love these things. So this 50 million, bet you if you picked up a whole bunch of these right now and then just wait. You let those big high-end battleships come out that need to have some of these missile launchers, you can make a pretty penny flipping those. Maybe. That's just my prediction. I'm not actually a financial advisor of any way, shape, or form. I'm not even an EVE Online or an EVE Echo's financial advisor. I do not play the market, but that's just my bet. After playing around with all those ships, those missile launchers are fantastic. Large missiles, they're okay. 50 million. I mean, missiles aren't that bad here. Let me guess, cannons are through the roof. Well, apparently large autocannons aren't used by anybody. Large strike cannons aren't even as much as medium missiles. Huh. I thought large strike cannons were going to be more than that. Are railguns still, like, stupid? I haven't looked at the market in some time. Yeah, railguns are stupid. You use large autocannons? Yeah, I don't understand why large autocannons would be bad. I mean, I don't understand it. Large autocannons seem pretty good to me. Why are there 28 million? I'm like, okay, sure. I don't understand these railguns. Oh, that's the medium. Yeah, medium's still worthless. Large, this one. These railgun prices they drive me crazy. I don't understand it. I mean, obviously people know something very much that I don't know. Because I don't know why those are so expensive. The only thing that I consume is those large, they fire faster. Large railguns used on the battle cruiser is the only thing that I can think of. Yep. This ship right here has to be the sole reason for that. Well, I'm saying that ship is the sole reason for that, but there's also, what is it? The Vindicator? However, I used the Vindicator and on the test server anyway, and the Vindicator, it was good. Don't get me wrong, I liked it. But someone's selling one here for 12 billion. Get yours now while it's hot. I think this is the first time I've ever seen a faction ship on the market. And now the second. Yeah, I'm up later than I want to be. I'm actually going to stop, but I got caught up looking in the market and taking a look at stuff here. So 17 billion for a nightmare. It's Nestor here. We're going to be all over that. Yeah, no Balgorns for sale, that's for sure. Vicarial? What? This material's only 9 billion? I have a question. Is the material considered bad? Oh yeah, no, I wouldn't either. I'm surprised to actually see them on the market. But is the material considered bad? As an EVE Online, my best friend flew a material, and it was an insane piece of work. But why is it cheap compared to the other ones here? What did they do to the material that made it and so no one likes them? You got your material for 5.5 billion on contracts. 2K cold DPS for stories. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo. That's some good damage right there. You're using the auto cannons on that build? It's just because the Angel Rex aren't worth as much as the Garista and Sanj. Ah. Huh. I want this Balgorn right here. Or this Rattlesnake. I'll take the Rattlesnake even though I don't have the skills for it. But this Balgorn is friggin' awesome. Yeah, autocannons actually just dropped it on a gate camp. Well, I mean, 5 billion for the material is actually a really, really good deal because I paid like 2.2 bill for my Phantasm. If I actually focused on doing a bunch of T10s, I could probably pump out a couple of weeks, 5 billion. Probably quicker than that if I actually played more. Hmm. Yeah, the Nestor is crazy. I'm letting other people do the ships, those type of ships though. I'm just trying to focus on a lot of requests. Let everybody say, hey, what do you want to see? Those prices are very off. They cost more like 20 billion. What? I mean, I could have purchased that right off the market right now at that rate. And if they're on the market for that rate, I could probably have somebody build them for a lot less. Matter of fact, I know I could have somebody build them for less than what's on the market because I know Eternal Echoes. And if it's on the market for a particular price, he can usually build it for less. Vindicator is on the market for 12 billion. You could have that right now if you wanted it. 17 billion for a Nightmare. I don't know why that ship's so expensive. Of all of the faction ships that I played around with on the test server, this is my least favorite one, unfortunately. And I say unfortunately because on EVE Online, I flew a Nightmare and I loved my Nightmare on EVE Online. And on here, it just didn't feel so good. There is no Balgorn for sale. And then this Macarial is literally 10 billion. I mean, 9.5 billion. I forget which one, but one of the faction battleships takes 200 million titanium. Okay? Well, I don't make ships, so I don't know anything about that. But I do know that that would cause the actual ship itself to go up in price. And we do have two ships here that we don't have anything on the market. And this is the open market, so usually if they're on sale for here, this is on the higher end of the spectrum. I mean, that's in Jita. 9 million or 9 billion 500 million in Jita. How do you look at the contracts? Let's take a look here. How do you spell Macarial? You don't. Me! What happens when you hold on the button? Um, 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 um. Thank you. Like the world's most horrible speller. Alright, Macariola. Nope. 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 Alright, so it looks like there's two on the market now that are actually as legitimate as I can say. At least they look more legitimate than the other ones for about 7.5 million. Or billion, I apologize. Which is still cheaper by far than that 9 bill. 8. Literally 2 billion more. Not a small number. Alright, so yeah, it looks like they're at least the Macarials are coming down at a decent price. That says something. It's making me think I might actually want to refocus my alt, and instead of just focusing on frigates after he gets up to the higher tiers, transition into battleships, I might be able to get him into a Macarial. I like the Macarial. When 7.5 bill seems like a cheap price. Yeah. Yeah. That is we're talking all casually about 7.5 bill, like I mean, so I'm only sitting on a 544 million right now. I'm poor. I think I made like 40 of that million tonight. Oh, goodbye, Drake. It was fun. That's almost enough for a jump freighter on EVE Online. Almost! Are you back to playing EVE Online again? I know a bunch of the guys were gonna go over to that. $25.50 bill for Titans. Oh god. Or capital ships. I mean, wait, for the capital ships, we gotta go through. There's gonna be. Well, they're gonna have the tier 2 battleships, and well, tier 2 ships in general, I would imagine, would be one of the next steps. And then after tier 2 ships, you're gonna get stuff like your dreadnoughts, or do you think that your dreadnoughts and then your carriers? Dreadnoughts, carriers, super carrier. Yeah. Yep. And then one day we might be able to see some space mushrooms. Can't wait until capitals come out, but there would be no reason to add them before we even get regular battleships. Oh yeah, I 100% agree. I don't think we're going to see capitals for a little bit of time. I do believe they will be in the game. I have every ounce to believe that they will actually be adding those, but to make carriers they would have to make fighter drones. T-15. How are you going to control your drones on a phone? um well, like that line from Jurassic Park, life will find a way. Maybe they'll do like, remember what was it? I had a GameCube, and on the GameCube, I hook up your Game Boy to the GameCube in order to play some games and use them as a controller. So what they're probably going to do is, since most people have multiple accounts, they'll be like, you can control each one of your drones. You create an alternate account for every one of your drones, and you can have your drone on your laptop and your main ship on your PC, and then you can have your other drone on your phone and your third drone on the tablet. Yeah, they would have to fix regular drones. In my opinion, I mean, I've been playing around with a lot more of the drone boats on the test server since, I have the ability to do that. And I don't really fly drones normally, drone ships normally here. And I've noticed that drones are very, very wonky. I'm not a big fan of how complicated they are to control. Especially when it comes to those ships that get the drone bonuses, and you're like, okay, well, I have large, smalls, and mediums, and I have a ship that's able to actually utilize small, large, and mediums and still get the bonuses, but it takes me like 30 seconds just to swap out all my drones. Just seems absolutely cancerous with 6 different devices. Well, you can have your friends remote in and take control of one of the drones. It's going to encourage group play. One ship, but everyone gets to fly of the drones. Oh, what was that game called? Elite Dangerous. Yeah, I was playing Elite Dangerous with one of my friends, and he had a carrier in that, and I was actually able to take control of a fighter in the actual carrier and go out and fly. They'll do something like that. All your friends have to dock up in the carrier at a station, and each one of them gets to fly one of the fighters. That'd be too much. Yeah, I don't know how they're gonna do carriers. I really don't. Dreadnoughts I can definitely see. Yeah, kind of defeats the purpose, right? You have 6 friends on one ship. However, that wouldn't necessarily be a bad idea to bring your friends along in PvP who don't want to lose their ships. Let's bring out the carrier. You don't have to worry about losing anything. You're basically in a pod. Let's actually take a look at that. I think you might be right. Here, we'll restart. Let's see. Hmm. I don't think I saw one. There's a lot to look at, though. At the beginning, behind the station, there were Titans. Let's close out of this and let's do it again. Watch this one. Okay. Alright, I want to see these Titans behind the station. I still didn't see. I was at the very beginning. Oh, wait, here we go. Dang it! It moves too fast for me. I'm gonna put on open link. Hmm. Hold on, hold on. Video is 2 minutes. Oh yeah, together. I'm actually using Streamlabs for this, and there's a bunch of things that I can't figure out with Streamlabs, so I'm gonna have to pick your brain at some point on that. I'm supposed to have like pop-ups when I get a new subscriber and whatnot, and like that. But I don't even know if you guys saw that or whatnot. But I know I got like 2 new subscribers during the stream. Nothing popped up, so I got something set up incorrectly or whatnot. This thing is, I'm like, okay, it says it should be doing this, but it's not. I don't know. Alright, so here's my big question here. So the video you have on here was basically the intro, right? But it's all like high res and shit. Why don't they have the high res version of this at the beginning of their actual game? Okay, that's cool. Yeah, there's definitely... Yeah, I see them in the video. Yeah, apparently, Eternal Echo's got his notifications working, because I was seeing on his stream when stuff was happening, so I may have to pick his brain, because it shows it on here. Like, I'm looking at it, it says everything should be up. I have it where it shows my total subscribers, and it should be showing my most recent subscriber as well. But that hasn't updated on my screen, so it still says H. Baron, and I've had 2 subscribers since him. And so it's just very confusing all around. I'm gonna have to really play around with it. I was given advice on some other ones as well, but I don't know. Why did it not send as a clickable link? I don't know if you're allowed to send a clickable link. And I don't even... Yeah, Together We Solo is a moderator in the channel, so he can actually post links. I don't know if anybody else can post links, unless you're a moderator. And it's done that way, kind of by design. I don't even see where you posted, it's not showing up on my side. I'm trying to look for it. Find the station. Like, I'm scrolling back through chat right now. Oh, you want to know why? Because, again, I'm using... Here we go. I've just logged into the chat on YouTube. I want to see if I can see it there. Just make me a mod because I have a cool Kestrel. Yeah, I'm not seeing it at all. Hey, Super Duper Pickle. Hello White, thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, I try to take a look at everything. I mean, they gave me access to the test server, so it's fun. I'm glad to have you here. Thank you for stopping by. Here it is again. It didn't post anything. It's not giving me the option to even moderate it for some reason. Normally it would let me choose to put it in or not. Yeah, I really need to figure out this Streamlabs stuff because it's not going through YouTube like I normally do it. Yeah, whenever I have this, whenever I'm actually running through YouTube and not Streamlabs, it'll show, it'll pop up the chat, but it'll be hidden, so like only I can see it. And I can choose whether or not to let it go through or not. And with Streamlabs, it's not giving me those pop-ups at all. I don't see anything. So I tried to open up, pop open the chat through YouTube, and it's open over here in my browser window, but I still don't have my moderation rights. So something's weird there. Again, I gotta figure out all this Streamlabs stuff. I normally just do the videos. Do you have the Discord? Can you send it to me on the Discord? Or on Twitter, either way, whichever you prefer. Super Duper Pickle. Want to do Phantasm first Cinnable. And down to hole and nothing more. Hmm. Hmm. The answer is, I think that would be fun. But I don't want to risk it. Not at this particular time, anyway. I don't have the money to repurchase it if anything does happen by mistake. Or if I lose connection, or if anybody jumps in and tries to destroy us in the meantime. So I would definitely be willing to do that once I have the money to replace my ship, in case something does happen. But right now, if I lost that ship, I don't really have a huge bank, and I would lose a lot of the stuff that I want to plan on doing in the future. It is definitely a video idea, though. I'm very interested in it. I just want to make sure that that nothing happens if that was to be the case. Why would I kill you? I'm not saying you necessarily would, but I know the type of people that we have in our little community as well. And there could be oops moments. And again, where I don't think you would actually kill me, especially if it was something where we were streaming and whatnot. Even if I hid the places, people find ways of finding out information. And if somebody jumped in while we're in the middle of doing that, they could get two easy kills. Or one easy kill and one complicated kill, depending on how it goes. What if we do it in some empty low-sec place? We could. Again, same thing could still be the thing. I'd like to at least get up. I have 544 million right now. How much are the Phantasms going for? If I can get my market, I mean, I definitely want to do it. I think it would be fun. But I just want to make sure that I can at least get close to producing another ship. Just in case anything does happen, so I could, because I do have plans on. I just got all my skills trained kind of where I want them to be for this ship, and it'd be a shame to not be able to go do those missions that I wanted to do. What am I looking at? I'm getting exhausted now. I'm having one of those Eternal Echoes moments where it's getting way too late. I'm normally not up this late. Cruisers. What are they going for now? I could probably get it for less than this, but this will give me a general idea. They've gone up in price? That just burst my bubble. I didn't realize these things were going up in price. Wait, hold on. Cinnables are more popular than this ship is. Fair enough. I'll volunteer my material. Yeah, I don't think we can take on a Macarial at all in any way, shape, or form. Man, if we all had access to the test server, we could do all sorts of crazy stuff over there. Alright guys, well it is super late for me. So I was only planning on streaming for about an hour or two, and I'm already at 3 hours. 3 hours and 20 minutes. I was testing this out. I will definitely be here Saturday for a live stream, and I will try to put out another video. Tomorrow's Friday. Yeah, tomorrow I'll be putting out another video. I don't know what ship I'm actually going to be doing it. I have to go through my comments and find out what more people have requested. And I'll just take a look, see if I can find one that looks like it'll be fun, and do that. But I will be back Saturday. Saturday I will be streaming. And hopefully I can get some of these stream settings set up a little bit better and do more. Watch it on stream on no? Oh, how did you send it to me? There we go. You know, that's funny. I wish I could show you. So as far as I can see, you posted it up in the Discord for me. But in the Discord, it actually puts a picture of the video. This guy here is trying to rickroll me. Got him. That's pretty good. And see, this is what I mean. This is the type of it's fun. I love it. Don't get me wrong, but this is why I have trust issues. I know. I don't know how to not make a shit the video. I know sometimes when I post this stuff to Twitter, my Twitter won't show the links, and then other times it does. It's really weird. So I have, I guess, boomer moments. Yeah, that would have been real good if it actually did show up and just in the chat. I'm sorry, we have a thing. Basically, all of our moderators are other content creators. And we've pretty much done that on purpose for all of the channels, because usually if you have another content creator, they're not going to do anything to channel in trouble. You'll become the most powerful human being ever. Well, it was the thought that counts. You rickrolled everyone in spirit. And believe it or not, you would have definitely rickrolled me. If you would have posted the link, I would have gone and looked at it. And then I would have laughed. Alright, yeah guys, I want to thank everybody for showing up for the stream. Hopefully I'll be able to get all of the gimmicks and everything working soon. I really want to have some of the fun stuff, but... So if I start making Eve Echoes videos, I get mod. If you start making Eve Echoes videos seriously on your channel and start getting up and everything like that, I will most likely make you a mod. However, if you abuse the power, then I can easily take it away as well. What if I upload a video, then subscribe to myself on an alt? Then am I a content creator? Not quite. I guess, I mean, there's an unspoken kind of thresholdy thing. But, I mean, I guess you would be a content creator by default. You did create content. And it is out there. People can go see it. And so you would definitely be a content creator. Any suggestions on making the Macarial cap stable? Macarial is one of the ships that I plan on looking at on the test server a little bit more in detail with. I haven't actually got around to it. Together We Solo has a Macarial and flies it around. I do like making my ships cap stable, so that's one of the things I would look at. With tonight's stream, I was actually trying to take a look at a Drake and see what I could do with that. And so I can say there will be a Macarial video coming out on the channel probably within the next week. What if I do a BHD time lapse? Well, I have a BHD time lapse on my channel. Eternal Echoes hates time lapses. It's the only time lapse that I've actually ever done. I did it in 2 parts. Does rickrolling everyone count as abusing the power? The answer to that is no, rickrolling does not count as abusing power unless you are doing it all of the time. One time at just the right moments is a good joke. If you start doing it all of the time, then it gets old quick, and you want to make sure you keep that joke for special occasions. You could definitely upload Kestrel PvP, and that's something I would watch. I watch a lot of B8KD's videos. I'm actually well, what is it? I give him money for his channel on a monthly basis because I really enjoy his PvP style of things. Thank you, Kyle. Yeah, I wish I could give you a better answer, but I haven't actually done a full deep dive on the server yet for that ship. So I'm going to have to go through and test out a bunch of different things and see what it looks like with the max skills and see if there's going to be anything that I can do. All of my friends know this one. I would have to make a new account. All of my friends know this. Yeah. But yeah, I'm gonna probably gonna cut the stream here, guys. I need to go to bed so I can get up for work in the morning. Like I said again, I will be back on Saturday, and tomorrow we'll have a regular video out. And who knows, I might stream for a little bit tomorrow if I get froggy and want to try to figure out more of this Streamlabs stuff. I've also been given some advice on some other streaming software that I might use as well, so we'll see. It would be super low quality though, with lots of nothing happening since I can't edit out of the middle of the... Can't edit out the middle. Or I could upload one fight at a time. Well, yeah, if you actually don't have editing software, one of the things that you can do, for example, if you have OBS, you can start recording and record the intro to your video and then stop the recording. Start a new recording. Now you would still need editing software. What am I thinking? You got to put them all together somehow. Now there's free editing software though. I don't know. Are you using a phone or are you using a computer to play on? But yeah, instead of doing cuts in the actual video in the editing software, you can record, yeah, one fight at a time. Ah, you're using a phone. Yeah, I don't know much about recording on the phone itself. I do all of my recording on the computer. I mean, that's exactly what I did in my video. I had, except, yeah, even the time-lapse ones, what I did with the Bad Hair Day was I broke it up into two videos. I did the time-lapse on both the videos and put some music to it. All right, every time I'm about to go, you guys get me brought back into conversation. I do have to go. Thank you guys for watching very much, and I will see you Saturday if you decide to show back up. If not, well, I'll always see you in the comment sections and in the Discord. And again, if you have iPhone, use iMovie. I assume that's going to be iMovie.com for free on the phone, and you can find clips. It's good advice. Now please explain and link how to run missions. Saturday, we'll pick that up on Saturday. Do I still have this? I still have this link. Yeah. Spent about 2 hours explaining it. Oh god. That is a Discord. Please join us there. You can feel free to continue the conversation in there. I will answer whenever I do jump in. I have got to go currently. So you guys have a wonderful evening. I am out of here for real. I'll spend 2 hours explaining missions and everything like that on Saturday. All right. Take care.